This is a PSD University message, and if it looks a little janky because the screen is off, it's because I'm broadcasting on 4 different platforms. And university, that's not going to work. And if it looks a little janky because the screen. Hang in there. Just hang in there. Oh, there it is. So it was still going. Okay. Share screen. Hang in there. Just hang in there. So I need to get rid of this tab. So it was still okay. I'm gonna have to make notes about how to get started with that. So if you guys are in the Facebook group, PSD University, it's not a group actually. If you're on the page, PSD University, psduniversity.com, leave a comment. If you're on the website, I had to take that off so I wouldn't hear myself talk. But if that's where you are, then that's fine. You can leave your comment after the video. I'm going to stick around for a little bit after the webinar. I just want to go over this with you guys because I'm super excited. We launched the course a couple weeks ago, the Marketing Fundamentals course, and we have 6 students, and people have just been killing it. I'm doing the one-on-one calls. So let me just get into it here. This is exciting. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to quickly dominate your market and shut down the competition, right? That's my promise to you. All right. It's a bold promise. It's my mission to help others achieve their dreams, making the world a better place. Now, when I first wrote my mission statement, it was a little different, right? It was like helping my customers achieve their goals, blah, blah, blah. What do people want to hear? And then as I started listening to different influencers and stuff, I thought, that's not really my goal. It's not really my mission. And then somebody asked me for some help, and I messaged them, and I told them what I thought. And then I said, hey, let's jump on a Zoom call real quick. And then I looked at their website and saw all these things that they were doing wrong that I could help them with. So I helped them, and I was just like, the feeling that I got by helping them was I realized that it's what I wanted. And the more and more I learned about business, the more I learned that entrepreneurs and business owners are the ones that change the world. Entrepreneurs, small businesses, we're the ones that make it happen. So I'm excited to be a part of that, and I'm excited to be able to help people achieve their goals by growing their business. So who am I? So most of you that are on here, I'm not doing any ads for this yet. So, we're going to have small numbers around 5 to 10 here at first while I get things in order. So for you guys that are just coming in, I got some really awesome deals, and most of you guys know me, and you know what I'm all about. So, but for those that don't, or for those that watch the replays, which I am doing now since I'm doing it on Facebook Live, you guys will be able to watch this later. So who am I? I am the primary instructor for PSD University. I do have a podcast where I interview successful entrepreneurs, and some of you might be on here right now watching this. These are just a small list of the entrepreneurs, the process servers, skip trace specialists, president of NAPS, president of the different state associations. We just have a lot here. And the reason why I show you this is it's my goal. And this is one of the reasons why I decided to do this, is because after looking at all the people I interviewed and all the things they had to say, they all wanted to help people. And I feel like a part of who I am came from the people that I've interviewed, which makes sense. But it's my goal to be able to share their knowledge that I've learned, that I've soaked up with you guys in this, so just a piece of it anyway, in this webinar. So I'm a father. I won't go into all the details, but I come from kind of rough beginnings. All right, my father was a drug dealer, and my mom, she worked at Denny's. She was a real hardworking woman, and I was a only child and this kind of thing. And so I had my first son there on the right, with the muscles. I had him when I was 17 years old, right? And his younger brother's only a year younger there on the far left, had him a year later. And so the other kids came much later, but I was only 17 and then 18, and I had 2 children. So I got a real rough start. And so one of the quotes I came up with was, "A life of necessity breeds a drive for abundance." When I first began my journey, I didn't have a whole lot. And I learned how to live with not a whole lot. I learned how to live with very little, actually. And I wasn't happy with it. And so that drive for abundance, to gain more, is still there. And so some people ask, why do you keep working so hard? Why do you keep producing content, keep trying to push forward? And it's because I have this necessity, right? This drive, I should say, because of the necessity that I had in the past to keep pushing forward. And so, without ranting, that's my beautiful wife there on the right. Those are our engagement photos. That was a really fun day. So, all right. So what I'm going to show you, if applied properly, is going to teach you to make a lot more money. But I have to ask you guys a question. Have you guys ever seen the movie Pay It Forward? Well, I loved that movie, and I loved the idea of sharing a message, and if it has value and you share it again, then it has the potential to help a lot of people. And honestly, what I'm going to show you is something that nobody is doing. There's like 2 people, and we're going to look at those 2 people, what they're doing and how they're doing it. And you can see right away what it is they're doing. And so many people look at it and think that it's not that big a deal. Well, let me tell you something. It'll change your business. So something amazing happened May 6th, 1965, when Roger Bannister beat the 4-minute mile. Now think about this. People had been running from dinosaurs and you name it for who knows how long, and no one beat the 4-minute mile. That seems kind of surprising to me, but here he beat the 4-minute mile, and it had never been done before. The interesting thing is that just 46 days later, John Landy, right here behind him in this photo, he's beating him here. But John Landy, just 46 days later, broke the 4-minute mile. So, and then after that, many more people did it. And so it's an interesting thing, the way the mind works, the psychology behind things. So keep this in mind as we go, because this is powerful for my story. In 2017, I went to a Cal's Pro conference where it was kind of my first introduction to the whole idea of, like, I knew about networking and affiliate market, affiliates and getting discounts and, this whole affiliate world. But I didn't realize the network that I was missing out on by not going to conferences. So I went to this conference, and I think it was San Francisco. And at that point, I was doing pretty good. My business was doing pretty good. But I talked to this guy. He was the keynote speaker, I think, on our Saturday session. You have far more capacity to create the circumstances and events in your life than you are aware of. And it really touched home for me because, I weighed about 476.3, actually, exactly. And when I walked up to him after he gave his speech, he said, "I have something for you." Like he knew me. And he hands me his diet book. And that's not a diet book. It's called the Day Book. And basically it's a daily message about how you can control your own destiny. But he said, "I have a food plan that'll work perfect for you." And I mean, yeah, I was big, but still I was like, "Hey, man, that's kind of rude." Like, but then I thought, I do have a problem. And when he gave his talk, one of the things he talked about was, can you, like, why don't we make the choices that we know we're supposed to make? Like, you know what you should do to be successful. But somewhere in our brain, we're telling ourselves stories that aren't true that keep us from doing what we want to do, what we truly want to do. Get in shape, build a better business, just have an amazing life. Like, this was powerful to me because I thought, wait a minute, if this guy has the secret, then maybe I can, not like a secret, but he has like, he's putting the puzzle pieces together that I didn't have. And so that to me was powerful. If that was true, that's powerful. So so I got his book. I signed up for his monthly thing. I was like, okay, if this is going to help me lose weight. And let me tell you something, the principle of understanding how we make our choices and how to reformulate the way our brain works. I'm not going to go into that, so don't worry. But that reformulate the way our brain works, we can truly, by changing our habits and our mindsets, we have much more capacity. He says it way better than I do, right? We have far more capacity to create the circumstances and events in your life than you're aware of. So, little earnings disclaimer here, because so many people want to guarantee, and I just want to let you know, in my marketing, I say, this will land you a new client every day, and we get more than a new client every day in our regular everyday business, because we've gotten to a point where we can make, we get lots of word of mouth, and we have good marketing and stuff. So, but this thing that I'm going to show you today, this principle is old. Like, people have known about this forever, but now that technology has kind of come in, only the guys who have enough money to pay the digital marketers to do this are actually doing it. So I'm sharing it with you guys for free today. The concept here. So you're not going to get a new client every day. I just got to tell you that you're not. All right. If you want to get a new client every day, it's going to be on the built on your back, on the efforts that you make based on what I'm teaching you today. You're not just going to do a couple things and then start getting a new client every day. I hope that makes sense. I got to tell you that. So at first, I just wanted to get enough serves to cover my bills. I have 7 children, or 7, 8. I have 9 children now that I'm married again. And so I have a lot of children. So I just want enough money to pay for my bills, be able to take care of my kids, and just like anybody else. But after this October conference, and Mr. Bob Davies told me about this mindset shift, and I thought, well, if I can control my weight, so I lost 30 pounds the first month of doing his thing. And I thought, if I can lose 30 pounds in 1 month, imagine a year, right? I'll be, this is it. I figured it out. So I thought, if I could figure that out, surely I could figure out my business too. My business is pretty successful. I'm not going to get that many more serves. There's not that many people getting served in my area, blah, 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 blah. We tell ourselves all these stories, but it wasn't true, okay? And I heard somebody, a guy named Ty Lopez, he's not the best one to follow for this industry, but he's a marketer. And he said that you just got to break things down. And when I broke down, and he actually broke it down, he said $2,739.73 per day will make you $1 million in a year. And I thought, well, sometimes I make $1,000 a day. What if I created 2 other avenues of earning that were more passive, or I just scaled my business times 3, right? And so if that's the case, I'm making so I decided my goal in January was to make $1 million this year, by the end of this year. Is it possible as a process serving company to make $1 million? Okay. In 2014, I had 10 regular clients. Now this little scale here, and the reason why I'm starting with this before I go into the instruction is that I want you guys to know it's possible. So many people, I just show them the details and they're like, yeah, that won't work for me, or yeah, that it will work for me. I want to show you that it's possible. Okay. Hopefully I inspire you a little bit to let you know what my goals are, and you can see how it would work for you. So 2014, 10 regular clients. I started literally January of 2014, and by the end of the year I had 10 regular clients. and I was getting about $1,200 a month. And that's not from your average pro pers, that's from attorneys. So my first year, I thought I was doing pretty good. I had 10 clients. And then as it went up every year, I got a little here and there. And then in 2016, my friend passed away, and she wasn't a business partner. She was an affiliate. And when I started with her, she had 5 process servers and me, right? There was 5 of us total. And by the end of it, by the time she passed away, I was the only process server left. And it had been that way for about 6 months. All the other ones kind of dropped off. They just were flaky or whatever. And so I ended up taking over her business and getting that was from 2017. So at the end of 2017, I had 69 regular clients. So I went from 3,080 to 7,231. So that big jump wasn't from my hustle, right? That was from me being, I guess it was because of the long term. Okay, let's move on. So this was how it was going for me. Customers increased, but my average cart value roughly stayed the same. She had quality clients, attorneys and stuff. So that's why it kind of jumped. But anyways, moving on here. So far in 2018, we have over 200 regular clients. Our average cart value, and this I'm so excited about that I show you guys in my marketing course, went from 69 to 200 clients just in the last 6 months, 7 months, I guess. We're almost in July. Actually, I made this a month ago. So in the last 6 months, we've over doubled our clients. Like, it's been insane. And I'm not talking about pro pers. I'm not talking about collection clients. I'm talking about regular attorney clients. Our average cart value increased to 172. And that's using a little trick that I use with ClickFunnels, which seems simple, but it's amazing. Okay, 34,000 a month. So roughly right now we're making about 34,000 per month. And this isn't to brag, right? I'm nowhere near what my goal is by the end of the year. It's about half, right? I still need to keep doing what I'm doing and scale it up. But that's my goal. So how are we doing it? All right, let's get into how we're doing it after this. So if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a free website. And I got to show you this. There's the website. That's not the actual website. That's just the thing I threw up there. So let me show you ClickFunnels real fast. So ClickFunnels is like a website program that, there we go. I want to make sure that you're still on. So ClickFunnels is a website building program that you can use to build your websites. Well, I have a whole bunch of websites. I'm building this one inside of my course. I'm building this website for you guys. Let me open this. So if you edit, it'll open up the editor. This is a website I'm building. Like I'm going step by step. We actually went and purchased a domain name. We built this logo together. Step by step, I'm showing the students how to do this and how to, position yourself in the market. Well, this website, the cool thing about ClickFunnels is once I build it, I can share it. So, your company, like this is when I was in my apartment, 2014, when I first started, and you can throw in some customer reviews. Have your services down here. And so this is the website I'm going to give you guys. And obviously I'm building it. I'm still putting all kinds of stuff, little widgets, free download. Like this thing is so interactive. And this is what you need, right? You can't have in my marketing course, marketing fundamentals course, I go through how to position yourself and what you need exactly to solve the problems that so many people don't even know about. So that's what you're getting just for showing up to the webinar and for free. You're just going to click on the thing and you'll download it. I'll show you that at the end. Okay. So there's 3 principles to this complete package that I call the marketing fundamentals. Okay. There's value. You have to understand that it's not just the value that you provide in your service, although that is paramount. It's the value that is perceived up front. Okay, I'm going to go into more detail here. Secret number 2, call them secrets. They're really, I mean, they're just, you know, people know them, but so many people don't really focus on them, and I'm focusing on them here. So secret number 2 is traffic. Being able to get people to visit your site, and call it SEO, call it social media marketing, call it whatever you want. Traffic is essential on your website. Secret number 3, conversion. We're going to talk about it, but you can get 1 million people on your website, but if your website isn't optimized for conversion, you're going to get a high bounce rate and you're not going to get the customers that you're looking for. Okay. So Tony Robbins says, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who have already succeeded. So be a copycat. And if you learn to be a good copycat and make it your own, brand it your own, then you're not doing anything illegal. And that's the idea. Find someone who has done it really well and then copy it. And I say copy loosely, right? So you want to see what they're doing, and then, you know, you're not going to go, if you wanted to make a box car run down a hill, you're not going to look at the guy next to you that's making a wheel and go try to reinvent it and make like a square wheel. Like, you're going to make it round, right? You're going to make it have the features that it needs to be able to roll down the hill. So, and that's the idea here. Let's find who we can copy. Again, provide value, increase traffic, increase conversions. Concept 1, how to provide value that leaves your competitors wondering how you did it. Okay, let's get into that. Let me bring up, I might have to take this video down depending on what we get into here. That's one of the reasons why I just delete them sometimes, but actually, I don't want to delete this one, so I'm going to bring you to my website. Their website. Okay. So here's my website, and I can show you others. There are others, you guys, but I just want to show you something. When somebody hits your website, this doesn't look like your traditional website, does it? Let me show you another website. So is your website built? Well, first of all, let me not get scatterbrained. Value. What's our value here? So first of all, when someone first hits the page, they need to know what your value is. What kind of value are you providing? Now, I am focused on serving papers. That's my primary focus, process server daily. So when someone hits my page, they're going to have no doubt that that's the value that I'm providing, the basic value. But then I go a step further, and there shouldn't be 1,000 links here. All right, because these links are going to take them to another page, right? And so the key here is knowing the value that I'm providing. They can watch this video, which is going to tell them, hi, thank you for, they're going to get my likeness, know kind of who I am. And then I'm going to tell them, hey, get my free book. I'm offering this free e-filing handbook because e-filing is the new thing and attorneys want to learn more about it. So I'm offering them a free gift. Boom, they hit it. So let's go back to our slide real quick. How do you provide value that leaves your competitors wondering how you did it? Now, have you ever heard from a customer or from anybody and they say, yeah, I heard that so-and-so is using somebody else, that pit of the stomach feeling that you get, like, that's my biggest client or something, you know, and you wonder for a second, and then you find out, oh, they were just, because they didn't know we served that area, so they were using a different server or whatever, different situations. Well, I have had many situations where I've had my competitors call me and go, how did you get so-and-so? And I know by the tone in their voice that they used to use them. And I tell them, well, I don't know. They just called us one day and this is how you do it, guys. And you don't do anything unethical. You don't call your client's client type of thing. But they will come to you as you brand yourself and as you provide value. So real quick, before we go to the next one, I want to tell you about how you can do what I did. So first of all, the e-filing handbook is basically a webinar in chapter format. So, and I signed up for a course called Self-Publishing School, which was really helpful, but I didn't really use it a whole lot for that. So I wanted to show you something that I think would be really helpful for you guys. So Fiverr, if you haven't heard of it, they'll do anything, almost anything. So I'll come over here and go GHOST writer. I'm sharing this with you because this is what I did to get a lot of the details for some of the books that I've written. I come over here and I hire a ghostwriter for 30, 40. I think I spent $47 and they gave me 10,000 words. And a lot of it was junk. Like it was just random stuff with those keywords. So I just threw a lot of it out. But it helped me understand all of the information that was out there on the market. You could go to this. This is actually the best use of Fiverr to create value, right? That's the goal. Is to do some kind of informational product so that you could put it on here and they can opt in. Now, why do they want to opt into, get rid of that? Why do they want to opt into something? Why do you want your customer to have to do that? Like that's going to make them leave the page, right? Not if it's providing value and it's focused enough on what they want. The second concept is how to market in a way that gets you in front of those that matter. So one of the concepts that I do is I take Facebook ads and I drive Facebook ads and Google ads and stuff like that. So that's some of the stuff that I include in my marketing fundamentals course. But let me just show you a cool website, SimilarWeb. How do you get in front of those that matter? This is my favorite little website. So you come over here and you type in, let's just say, I don't know, some random company that might show up. What happened? Oh, there you go. Okay, just a random company, you know, none particular. And this is the rank. This is their rank in all of this category, which is really good. Anything less than 5,000 is really good. Total visits. So you can just scroll down here and see some really good information. This is where the referring sites. So these are all sites that are sending traffic to their site. And these are all sites that they're sending traffic to. And there are more destinations. I think you have to pay for a membership to see the other destinations, but these are the top destinations. And these are one of the only guys that can file in the San Diego court. So that makes sense why they're getting all that traffic there. But you can come over here. You can see where they're getting their traffic. Why does that matter? Because you can see where they're advertising. So let's see here. My Way homepage. E-file. And then here we go. This ultimate cloud-based legal practice management. You know, and you can go through here and you can find all the places where they're advertising. And that's important because they're advertising there. You can be advertising there too. And if you are, then you're going to be getting some of the same customers. Okay, LinkedIn. This tells me right now for this, they don't get a whole lot of their traffic from social media, but they have about 56% of it is on LinkedIn. Where do you spend your time when you're marketing? Right? These are some of the things to think about. Platforms. So they have different subdomains. I mean, this is all public information. This is the crazy thing. Also visited websites. So people who have visited, when you're doing your Facebook targeting, when people who have visited One Legal have also visited these sites is what it's saying. So when you do your targeting, you can put people who have visited these sites, people who have purchased from this site or other sites. And you can see the competitors, similar competitors in this site. Let's see here. Oh, anyway, let's move on. So you can use SimilarWeb to find out where they're getting their traffic, where they're sending their traffic, what their rank is, and then check your own website. Okay. So there's two other things I want to tell you about, and traffic is a big one. Okay, and I spend a lot of time on that in my online marketing course. How to market. Yep. So how to convert traffic into customers. So this is one that is probably, well, they're all important, but this is one that I really want to focus on here, because a lot of you guys are getting the traffic. Like if you go on and you look at your analytics, like sometimes I'll get 4,000 in a week hits and I'm like, well, I only got like 250 calls. And so I started really honing in on it and seeing what the heck is going on. I found out my site wasn't mobile optimized and different things. So let me show you. Let me see, speed. That's for mobile. Should have pulled this up, or I actually wasn't going to include this in here, but what the heck. I want to show you guys this. This is something, I want to say it was Google. Where the heck did it go? Mobile optimized. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to show you this. And this is something I think you guys want to do. Okay. Go to, is your website mobile friendly? So it's search.google/test mobile friendly. Let's see how it works. So my site on ClickFunnels automatically optimizes for mobile. So let's see my site. Bring it to the test here. Anything less than 5, you're doing pretty good. I'm just curious. Bring it to the test. All right, let's see what we get. Page is mobile friendly. The page is easy to use. And this black box will pop up. It's my video, right? But I want to say it provides more information. Oh, yeah. You can start clicking on this and it'll show other ones. So let's try some other ones. And in my course, I went through some of this stuff and showed you guys in the Marketing Fundamentals course. I show you how to make it more mobile friendly if it's not. This one's, it's probably mobile friendly. I just wanted to show you a couple of examples. So while that's coming up, let me bring up my other thing here for website conversions. Okay. Get rid of that. Bring it up here. Yep, it says it's friendly too. Yeah, I thought it would be. I was just curious. So it says the page has some loading issues. Let's view the details. 11 page resources couldn't be loaded. So you can really get in here and see why some of this stuff isn't working. And they get a little too complicated with some stuff and it won't work, right? But it's decent. Okay, there's in my course, I go over some of the issues, show you some of the different sites and how to balance it out using images. Some sites have no images because they want it to load fast, but it looks like crap, and then some people have images, but they have too many, so it's not mobile friendly. Okay. So now I want to show you how to convert traffic into customers. So this is the thing. I showed you this a minute ago. I'm going to bring it back over here. And I was hesitating to go into it because I knew it was the final part. So, okay. So a few things. So first thing I want to say is your pop-ups can't be janky. Like I have pop-ups, right? This one, it can't be janky. It has to tell them right away in a clear, non-salesy way, here's your free gift, master e-filing today. And they should be able to exit out. The other thing is you can't have it start to autoplay. If they're if they're sitting in their office and they have a speaker on and they hit it, and they might just X out and find somebody else. The other thing is that if they don't have speakers. Like in my office, I have 2 computers up front. We just haven't gotten around to getting speakers for them. So what happens is they won't play your video, or they'll try to play it, they can't hear it. There needs to be text over here that's communicating this message, at least something similar, so they know what to do. They can look on their phone even, and they can click right here. They can download this. Okay, so now so this is the other thing. So why have something for free? That's the thing I forgot to tell you. So when somebody comes on here and they're like, do you provide what I'm looking for? Right away they see free. Right away they see process server data. It looks, pretty nice, pretty soft and kind. It's not too like crazy. There's some things, right, keywords that they might be looking for. These are my main services. I try to keep it simple. And if they click here, right away they'll see a video, process server, see a video that kind of shows our fun nature and how, we'll serve at all different times of the day and on the weekends and all that. And then it shows the different rates, and it gives them a breakdown of the different rates and how much we charge and when we go and all this. And they can hit order now, right? And this is the power, is like so many people, all the websites that I've been reviewing, I'm not doing a whole bunch, but the ones that I have reviewed, all of them are having issues with, they don't have an option to purchase online. Like everyone has a phone number, like they're sitting by their phones all day. It's just a terrible way of doing business. And one of your main bounce rates that's going to cause you a bounce rate is that somebody doesn't have time to call you. In this industry, I know that's what people know that they're going to do. Like if someone clicks on service or process, this pops down, tries to make it easy for them. Do you want to turn you portal access? Give me credentials, right? So my goal here is to, if you haven't noticed, is to communicate to them. And this is the key. So I ramble a lot. So let me just spell out the key for you. To begin the process of developing a relationship with the customer. What does that mean? Let's go back. So right here, right away, I'm trying to and get them to know my likeness and how my company is going to be there to help them. And as a matter of fact, here's a free ebook because I know how difficult e-filing can be. I'm an expert at this. Gives me credibility, all this stuff, right? So I'm already trying to build a relationship with them. As soon as they put their email, and this is where the magic happens, and I'm going to teach this. And if you take the Marketing Fundamentals course, I go over how to set up your email marketing in a way that doesn't seem like spammy and is industry specific for attorneys. And just like Tony Robbins said, you don't have, go to One Legal's website, subscribe to their newsletter, and start learning. Because let me tell you something, they're doing it right. You guys, they're doing it right. And I've learned from them. I've learned from many other people. I've learned from different courses. But this is the key. You have to get some way to start communicating to them. And don't worry about your email getting like spam, because if they click spam, it's not going to affect your email. First of all, you should probably use a different email to send stuff from, like maybe offers or customer, something different than your regular orders email, because you don't want to get spammed out, and just in case you did. So, and I teach you how to avoid getting spammed by using a SendGrid, a thing called SendGrid. So some people say, well, what if they're like looking for links up here and they don't know where to click because they're used to finding links? Like, you don't want links here. This is called a funnel, not a website. It's called a funnel. And the idea here is that I'm going to funnel people through my site so that there's no link here. They're going to have to watch a video, or they can get the free book. They come down a little further. These are my 3 main services, right? I want to funnel them through my website so that I can get the sale. Now, some people say, like, what if they don't know enough about you? Well, what people do is they'll keep scrolling. Facebook reviews, right? They start looking at the Facebook reviews and they realize, wow, and they're like, what is this? A podcast. Okay, more credibility, right? They're thinking, wow, there's more credibility on iTunes and everything. Okay. They come down here, they can listen to some of you guys, right? They can even ask a question right there on my, that'll be recorded on the podcast. They've always wondered, what is it like to serve a paper on an eviction? Boom, they click this, they record it. So this is the kind of thing, I'm building credibility with the customer. The more that they want to learn, these got to be changed. Yeah, the whole PSD University I'm still building, but I just added that. So But yeah, so the idea here is to funnel them. You look at a funnel, you pour in all these customers. Let's say you get 4,000, like I said, 4,000 in a week come in. How many of those people are going to become your customer depends on how you funnel them. Now, let me show you an example of what not to do. Okay. This is what not to do. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a little disclaimer. This website isn't built for conversions. It's more of a landing page as an association that wants to give multiple links for people to be able to click and to find what they're looking for, right? But if it wanted to be built for conversion, then you would only have these 3 boxes here, and an attorney comes to the page, they're going to know, find a process server, upcoming events, that's good, becoming a member, boom. So I talk about this and how all these links, if you've ever been to a site like this and you're trying to find one particular thing, these kind of sites drive you crazy because you're like, I can't find it. And you get site fatigue and you're like, forget it, I'm out of here. You need to keep it simple. And if you provide multiple services, the cool thing is you can build a funnel, and the funnel will give you all that you need. So you can have multiple funnels, right? Private investigator for, have different cities. It doesn't cost you more money. Okay. So again, just in closing here, this probably is you right now. You're probably thinking, man, Mike, this was quite the video, and you tend to rant a lot. And so for that, I apologize. Let's take a little breath. Okay. So I had 2 choices with what I'm doing here, okay, with this marketing fundamentals. I created the process server basic training, the marketing fundamentals, and the automation domination course, which is being featured through Serve Manager, Serve Now on July 19th. They have a webinar. And so I've got all these different courses. So I had 2 choices. One, go cheap as possible and try to sell as many people as possible and like do the Facebook ads and just get out there. Or the second option was require a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more of my resources to guarantee your success. Meaning I don't have 50 million people who paid me, a few dollars that I have to try to help, and you don't get me at all. It's more like, you pay this higher amount and I don't have so many students and I can focus on their success. And I much rather do that because like I said in the beginning, it's my goal to see my students succeed and to move to a place of higher earning. And that's the goal. If you're not making more than $100,000 a year, you're doing something wrong. In this industry, this old industry, you can get ahead really quickly because nobody's using the stuff that I'm teaching. A few people are using the stuff that I'm teaching. So now you have 2 choices. First option, do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free because I give 100% guaranteed your money back within 30 days if you don't like it. Your second option is to pony up this small investment today compared to the value that you'll get in return. So the value that you can get in return, you saw me doubling my stuff just this year. And I honestly believe if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve your money. So you guys can get started. If you're on the website, you can click on the button down there and it'll take you to the purchase page to get the course. I'm going to tell you what I include. But I just want to say before I go down and start and finishing this up, you guys can go ahead and start asking questions in the Facebook University, PSD University on Facebook. I'm monitoring that right now on this specific live videos where you're going to want to leave it. So, all right. So the last thing that I want to show you guys, obviously, is what I am offering you. So, but I want to ask you a question. If you do this course, you have to know that not everybody is successful. If you sign up for this course, it means that you're willing. Let me tell you something. My course is 30 videos, roughly 30-minute videos and I'm going to show you I'm going to log in here. So on my personal page, I have this many. It keeps going. So there's a new video drops every day. And right now, And then I have different resources, 50 free business listings, the X-Power. Like I give you different tips and stuff for how you can, it has a little intros. And so every day you'll get a new one that will drop that you watch, and it'll show you step by step what to do. So I just wanted to show you guys that. That's the inside of the PSD University online course that that I'm offering. So let me bring you to, if you're on the website, you can click the button go, and it will take you to the sales page. But let me just bring it up here so I can show you what I'm talking about. I'll wrap it up here. Oh yeah, that's right. It's webinar training. I forgot. Webinar. And /. Jeez Louise. Okay, so click here. Cool thing is you can just re-register over and over if you ever get to that landing page. Okay, so yeah, if you just hit let's go, it takes you to the main page, and I'll show that to you right now. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm going to bring up the Facebook chat. Okay, so this is the deal. I want to give away Marketing Fundamentals course, which is $497. That's my regular price. And it's not going to change, you guys. It's 30 videos where almost 30 hours that I've spent walking you through step by step. And what I'm doing is I'm recreating some of the videos because I decided I'm going to open up a new office in Sacramento. So I started a business from scratch where I made the logo and everything. And let me just show you that really quick again. This, and also, like I said, this is what I'm giving you just for attending today. But I teach you how to build this site and do everything. This is the logo we just built. NorCal. I bought this domain name, norcalprocess.com. And so in the course, I go through and teach you how to do all this and how to change your funnel. And the cool thing is when you get your free funnel, you get to, with ClickFunnels, your 14-day free trial, you get to get they pay for your first domain for free. So that's kind of cool. So that's the website. $497. By the end of it, you'll know how to do Facebook ads. You'll know how to do Google AdWords. You'll know how to do your SEO and making sure that your funnel is optimized. You'll know how to do blog pages and content creation and digital marketing. I teach you how to use Canva. It's like Photoshop, but super easy and free. I teach you how to I just basically take all of the knowledge that I have and dump it into this course. So it's worth way more than $497. The Automation Domination course is actually going to be free. I'm going to include the Automation Domination course. I'm going to include the one-on-one coaching call, which I have a couple of two attorney clients that I do social media marketing for. I have a one-on-one coaching that I do with them, which is $2,000 a month, where I manage their social media and everything. And so I priced it at $2,000. Obviously, your guys are my friends and Server Nation. I wouldn't charge you that anyway. But so total, it's a $3,494 value. That's what I added it up to be. I'm going to give you the free funnel today. You guys can click on that link. Here's your free website, and it'll actually take you to one of the websites, and I can share this new website that I'm building with you, and you can change it and make it your own and that type of thing. So to wrap it up, because I'm new at this whole webinar thing, you get a 30-day guarantee that you're going to take this course, and if it doesn't help you and you apply it and for whatever reason you don't like it, money back guarantee. Okay, so but you're going to get all of this for only $497. So the cost of the course, you're going to get this, and you can get the Automation Domination, which is coming out through ServeNow, and you're going to get the one-on-one coaching call. So instead of doing a 1-hour call, what I started doing with my students now is I started doing 2 hours. So I'll do one in the beginning to look at your website, see what you're doing right, see what you're doing wrong, And then, we come up with a little start, stop, and continue for like a social media needs analysis, what I do with the attorneys, and see what you should be doing. And then just give you my tips. And then at the end of the 30 days, we do another call and I kind of look at everything. And, you're going to have questions and stuff. And so we can polish things out. And it's my goal at the end of this. So you're going to make at least $100,000. If you're already making $100,000, well, maybe you'll make more. No promises, right? So, so $497. My newest course, Process Server Basic Training, is coming out here really soon. And so I wanted to include that. So anybody who wants to pay for that gets 50% off. It's $39.59. So anybody who makes it to this page when I'm not on the webinar, they can see that and take advantage of that. And you guys can take advantage of that too if you're on that page. So this is a 7-day course, or if you're new process server, I'll take you from beginning to end. It's roughly 5 days. You can knock it out probably in 3 or 4 days if you just watch the videos a couple hours a day. Okay, so this is what I'm offering. Marketing Fundamentals, Automation Domination course, which is also a 7-day course that walks you through how to set up and automate your firm from beginning to end. Meaning someone comes on your website. I'm going to wrap it up with this, you guys. Where did it go? Someone comes on your website. They get their free download, right? This is a little different than mine. You just come up with a guide to service and process in California, right? You're qualified as a process server to give that away. So let's see here. So they come down here in your funnel, they click here. And once they click here, actually, let me show you on my site. That way you could really get a feel for how this automation domination works. And this, I'm pretty much just throwing in for free, you guys. I'm throwing this in for free. Let me show you. So they come over here, they click on service and process. And Trent might get mad at me because he wanted to be the one to show his people this first. So sorry, Trent, if you're watching. But they click on the service they want. They put in their details. And through API technology, it will automatically create an account in Serve Manager. I use Serve Manager. If you want to set it up through some other service, go right ahead. But this is how I set it up, is I set it up through Serve Manager. So they enter the details, they choose the service they want, they put in their card number, and psychologically, this is powerful. I'm going to show you this. No one else is doing this. I can almost guarantee you this. Put all the information in, they select it, put in their card number, and this is powerful. I used to e-file proofs for free. And I thought, well, everyone who needs to have something served is going to have to file a proof of service. And so I came up with this order bump. And this is how, just this little $15 on almost every order. Any attorney, pro per, anybody who does this process is going to go, sure, 50% off? Yeah. And it's only $15 too. That's the other thing. And it cost me maybe $2 to have it e-filed. And I was e-filing them all anyway. So this is how I brought my conversion rates from up to $172 average cart value in Stripe. So let me finish it up. So you hit complete order. It takes you to a form that requests all their service information, their service details. I wonder if I can bring that up here. No, it's not going to let me. So, because they can't request service without paying, right? They have to pay, and then it takes them to the service request. So my average cart, most of my sales that come through on Stripe, they were 79, 79, 79, and then now when someone does it, they click this box, it now it's 94. So almost every transaction that I see come through is $94. And then obviously sometimes people need them done right away. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that you bought into my message, that you believe that what I'm trying to give you is worth $3,494 compared to the $700 a month, $1,100 a month that I was making, up to now $34,000 a month regularly. This is the value. This is the true value. And so if you want to get the Marketing Fundamentals course, the Automation Domination course, the one-on-one coaching call, I didn't mention this, but my directory doesn't get a whole lot of traffic, but it's going to. And right now I'm giving 6 months of the featured directory membership on it's actually servernation.us now, because this is my main website. But you get 6 months of featured directory membership, which means that you get all the bells and whistles, the pictures, the videos, whatever you want to put on there, you put on there for 6 months. Okay. And then after that, you can go down to the free membership if you want. Okay, .com Secrets Playbook. This is where I learn most of these things. You can get a 14-day trial of ClickFunnels when you get your free website. So the free website is available here, but I also have another one. So feel free to message me, and I want to help you guys out. So let me go ahead and go to the questions. And if you guys are wondering, you can get to this page by going webinartraining.net/go. Yep, that works. Webinartraining.net/go. I'm actually going to come over here and put that into the book of faces. Go. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of comments I didn't even know about. Hello. Trent join. What's up, Trent? Anthony DeBrito. Nice to meet you, Anthony. Teresa. Okay, so Teresa has a great question here. Teresa's actually, I'm going to bring Facebook over, guys. I don't know. It might give me the big. It'll give me a big old repeat screen thing. Okay, so Teresa asks, if you are new to the business, how can you market yourself against those who have been doing process serving for years and years? In other words, newbie versus expert. I love this question because that's exactly what I'm trying to teach. Let me tell you, so many of these old, I just went through this. I remade one of the videos because it was too long, and I'm trying to shorten up all the videos to just give you the point, give you the most valuable information. And so I'm going through these sites, and I'm showing some of these people have been around forever. I'm not going to name any names because some of these guys are great people, okay, but their sites suck at selling. And ClickFunnels is the most innovative, newest technology, and there's a few other of them that do it, Lead Pages and ClickBank, some of these other, but ClickFunnels, like I was showing you, it takes the customer through a buying experience that is easy. I mean, on my site, I showed you if somebody goes through my site and they go and they click here, they're through the purchase page, they put in their information, and the powerful thing is that I get the money up front. I get the upsell up front. I get the service information up front. And if I haven't mentioned it already, it takes the details and puts them into my system for me automatically. So all I have to do is go in and hit print. And then I go serve it, and then my staff does the proof, and we e-file the proof because they already paid for the e-filing of the proof, and then we send it back to them. This is the power of automation. It's the power of marketing if you understand how it works. So just to drill down on your question specifically, Teresa, when people come to your website, they don't know if you've been doing it for years or not. They don't know. So all they know is what they see when they hit your website. Now, to go dive in a little more industry specific, if you're just getting started, and I talk about this in my marketing course and in the one-on-one coaching, if you're just getting started, you need to go after the big companies, call them, come up with a affiliate rate sheet that includes zones and zip codes. I'm giving you guys some value bombs right now for free. So come up with zones and zip codes so that you can, because that's what they base it on. A lot of the businesses in California, especially. So you call them up and you say, "Hey, I just want to let you know I'm a new process server, and I'm willing to do serves at a discounted rate." And you'll be surprised. I send serves out all over the country, and I love it. When I find a new server, it's like finding a new friend, like somebody who is going to make me money, right? Like if they're going to do it for $25 and I'm charging $79, I can't lose unless they screw it up. So, and that's the next point. Your reputation is the most important thing you have. So when you're creating these sites, when you're creating these different things, it doesn't take a whole lot of money. I'm charging $497 for this whole package that you get. And then I basically hold your hand and walk you through the whole process and how to set up your site, how to sell your site, how to set up your automation. There's one thing I didn't mention is accounting. I had another software before, and the accounting was a nightmare. When it comes to tax time, all these things, I set you up from beginning to end. The marketing fundamentals course is 30 days, but the automation domination is only a 7-day course where I set you up from beginning to end with the automation as well. You just follow the course and set your system up using my free funnel that I give you. So, okay, what other questions do we have? Let's see. I have a hello. I have a Trent joined, and that's it. Looks like Amanda joined. What's up, Amanda? Let's see, who's this? Okay, guys. Well, I think if I don't have any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I know it's been a long call. I hope it was helpful to you guys. And if you're interested, you can go to webinartraining.net/go. And I know it says purchase page up there, but you can actually just put go and it'll take you to the page and you will get all of this awesome stuff. And if you believe in me, I'll believe in you and I will go after it for you. And, this makes it worth it to me. And I'm excited about the automation domination because it's going to take your firm to a whole nother level. And if you're not ready for that, that's okay. We'll do the marketing. We'll get you set up. We'll do the one-on-one coachings in the beginning and at the end. I'll get you your website. And then when it comes time to do the automation and you're ready for that, then we'll set you up with that. Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening. And I hope you stay safe out there. And I hope that you guys are able to accomplish all of your goals. Again, just come check out the website. I've been building psduniversity.com. I got the new psduniversity.com video podcast. It's a YouTube channel, basically. I started a new YouTube channel for PSD University where I talk about the tips, tools, and tactics that I've learned since I built my business. Some of the similar stuff that I go over in the course, but it's more of the theory behind it. Like, how should you be thinking about your business? What are the steps that you need to take to be able to grow your business? And so, I hope to see you guys on the webinar with Serve Manager. You guys can go to PSD University page here on Facebook, and you can click on the link. It'll take you to the webinar. There's actually a webinar sign-up page. Trent told me today that another 5 people had signed up after I think there was already over 50. And so I'm super excited to help you guys out. Let me know how I can help, and we'll go ahead and end the video here. Thanks a lot.